Hi you guys, here we are with Etude 3 Part 2. This is the middle section of Part 3 and we have to talk about some things in this section. We have an interesting new fingering and alternate fingering for you that you've probably never done before. So just a few things to cover here and a fun way to finger high F that hopefully will make that easier for you. And we'll just flip around and get started on this Etude 3 Part 2 for you. All right, see you in a minute. So this is starting at the beginning of 15. We just have a left F here. In 16, there's no alternate fingerings. Or in 17. Or in 18. 18 does have a high F here, which is fingered this fun way. Back octave, half hold 2, and the right A flat key, and I'll show that to you in a minute. Okay, 19 is where we start to get a little hairy here. So in order for the C to come out quickly, we can't roll from D flat to low C back to D flat. So we're going to use on the D key, there's that lever. And I'll show you that once I put my instrument, once I show you playing. So third finger and then the lever here, and you have to hit both of those with that third finger. You're going to do that here, you're going to do that here, and there's one more time at the end of the piece that you have to do that again. So then when you pick up your pinky, then low C comes out. It's like magic. So D flat, C, and if you try and roll that from D flat to C on your pinky, those notes aren't going to come out at all. So this is the best chance you have of that coming out. And I'll show you that once I play through some things. Okay, a little grace note here in the key signature, so that'll be a B flat. Same thing here, this is just a duplicate measure of 19. Okay, 21. You have repeated A flat, F, C 4 times. Then you have A flat, forked F, D flat 4 times. Okay, be sure and play forked F. So A flat, forked F, D flat. And don't put your E flat key down on the D flat. Make sure that's just fingered one, back octave 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3. Okay, then in this arpeggio, you want to use forked F coming down. And on this F, you can either leave it forked or switch to left. Some people find that it's easier to have actually a motion instead of just putting down octave key. If you also want to switch to left F, that's okay. I would probably stay on forked F. And then be sure that your D natural carries back through from over here. Okay, no accidentals, just that D flat. Hopefully you've committed that fingering to memory by now. And just in case, we have it, we're down here, 2, 3, 1, and pinky on the C key. Okay, then we just follow key signature in this first section, and then E, D flat, and then key signature for the rest. C, B flat, A flat, G. And then on the rest, it has a fermata over the rest. You probably can just count like a whole measure. Just treat it kind of like a grand pause instead of a fermata with the rest, or you can count 3 counts. Just determine how long you want that to be and do it the same way every time. So even 3 beats would be okay there, because that would be 1 more beat than normal, and that way you can catch your breath for the last section of this. So I'm going to flip you around and I'll show you some fingerings and show you especially that low D flat fingering to the C, and show you how to do that. All right, so I'll play some things for you. Again, we're starting at 15. In measure 15, we just have a left F. 16 is straightforward, just following the key signature, and the G flat needs to carry through to the second G flat. And then in 17, we just go down that minor scale and then arpeggiate up in 18. And we're going to go all the way up to high F. So the short fingering for high F is half hold 2, back octave, side A flat key. I didn't put the A flat key down on this side. I think it's easier on this side. So it's like an A half hold, a high A half hold with back octave and the A flat key down. So that note comes out pretty easily actually. So just half hold 2, A flat, back octave. Here's 15 to 18. All right, so 19 is where we have to use that new fingering. Okay, so this finger, our ring finger on our right hand, is going to hit the D right here and the lever across. Now, you have a big hole here in this key, so you have to make sure that you have a lot of the pad of your finger, and really it's like this part of your finger right here is really stuck in that hole, okay? And so that it's not leaking air. So there, and then push the lever, okay? And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with lever, and then the D flat, you have your middle pinky there. And then when you go to C, you just pick it up. D flat, C, D flat, C. I'm gonna push you back and show you that. And so you just can't do it fast enough. So reach over. So that measure, 19. Okay, that's 19 and 20. Then in the comments before, I mentioned on 22 to play that with forked F. Be sure that you're not adding the E flat key down. Okay, that's kind of an old wives' tale that we need the E flat key down. So A flat, F, D flat. If you put the E flat key down, you're still going to have to switch over there. So A flat, F, D flat, A flat, F, D flat. And then in 23, right? One more time. Okay, then 24 is pretty straightforward. You just want to make sure that you get your high D flat fingering. $25. And then about 3 beats rest there in 26. All right, so the fingering for your low D flat is at the bottom of your worksheet, and be sure and use that and then go back through the video if that's confusing. But that D flat is just gonna reach over and hit the lever, this lever right here. So you wanna practice a few times getting to the low D flat. I would do that a bunch. Right? So we'll use this again at the very end of Etude 3. So I'll cover that again in the 9th video. We'll cover that. And I'll mark that fingering again for you the same way. So a circle with a straight line over means that you need to use that lever. All right, good luck with this etude, you guys. This is eighth note equals 90. This is eighth note equals 100. This is eighth note equals 110. This is dotted quarter note equals 40.